Creating a D&D campaign from scratch is a lot of work. Not only do you need a good grasp of how the game plays, but you need fun ideas for characters, plots, encounters, and more, plus the chops to put them all together. If you want to be a dungeon master, but don't want to spend hours crafting a custom campaign, there are plenty of pre-made campaigns that you can use. No matter what tone of game you're looking for, wholesome and cozy, traditional fantasy, dark and spooky, there's a D&D campaign on this list for you. Drawing from both official and indie sources, here are a few campaigns we recommend for beginner dungeon masters and D&D players alike. A Wild Sheep Chase, publisher Winghorn Press. This campaign is good for fans of the Owl House. The PDF is free, with no print edition available. It is expected to last one session, 2 to 4 hours, and is designed for a party of 4th or 5th level. It includes the adventure itself and a map. In A Wild Sheep Chase, player characters run into a desperate sheep in need of help. Of course, all is not as it appears, and they must use their wits to track down a crew of magical animals and determine where they came from. This adventure is self-contained and low stakes, which makes for a great introduction for newcomers to D&D. It's got clear notes for novice dungeon masters on how to play NPCs, run the simple combat encounters, and play out the plot depending on the choices the players make. The plot itself has investigation, combat, and roleplay elements, but it's flexible enough to focus on just one or two if that's what the players or the DM wants. The Forge Dragon, published by DM Dave and Team Super Hydra. This adventure is good for fans of Arcane. The base adventure is free, with a virtual tabletop pack available for $7. It is expected to run about 3 to 5 sessions and is designed for a 7th level party, with 4 players recommended. The free version includes the adventure, maps, and tokens, while the paid version includes Roll20 and Foundry assets. In The Forged Dragon, player characters track down trouble in a mountain town where they stumble upon an extra-large faction, a magical gem, and some fantastical steampunk constructs. This adventure works well for players who know a little bit about the gameplay of D&D, are confident they will enjoy the game, and are excited to engage with its combat mechanics. It concludes within about a month of weekly sessions, and it's set in the world of Omeria, a custom campaign setting with additional adventures if your group wants to continue the story. The Forged Dragon has optional roleplay, light investigation, and lots of interesting combat encounters and magical items. Grammy's Country Apple Pie, published by Jennifer Adcock. This adventure is good for fans of Delicious in Dungeon. The PDF costs $1 with no print edition available. It is designed to last one session, 2 to 4 hours, and works for parties from 1st through 4th level. It includes the adventure and pre-generated character sheets. In Grammy's Country Apple Pie, player characters track down a legendary apple pie recipe only to find a bakery fallen into disarray and overrun by goblins. This silly and self-contained adventure wraps in a few hours and is a great way for those unfamiliar with D&D to experiment with the game. It's ideal for younger players with a relatively short playtime, lots of potential chaotic antics, and clear options to bypass combat altogether, which can help avoid both violent themes and more complex gameplay. Vecna, Nest of the Eldritch Eye, published by Wizards of the Coast. This adventure is good for fans of Stranger Things. It costs $5 for the D&D Beyond version. It's expected to last one session, 2 to 3 hours, and is designed for a 3rd level party of 4 to 6 players. It includes the adventure, maps, and D&D Beyond integration. In Vecna, Nest of the Eldritch Eye, player characters investigate a mysterious cursed eye that was clutched in the hand of a dead militia member. Along the way, they explore a dangerous dungeon and find a mysterious cult. This darker adventure is good for more mature players for its spooky themes and a traditional dungeon crawl experience using the D&D Beyond digital toolset, which gets games going pretty quickly. Though it stands on its own, this adventure is a prequel to another adventure, Vecna, Eye of Ruin, if players want to continue playing at higher levels. Infernal Machine Rebuild, published by Wizards of the Coast. This adventure is good for fans of The Legends of Zelda, Breath of the Wild, and The Legend of Zelda, Tears of the Kingdom. The D&D Beyond version costs $10 and supports the Extra Life charity. It is expected to last about 3 to 5 sessions and supports parties from 5th through 10th level, with 5 players recommended. It includes the adventure, maps, and D&D Beyond integration. In Infernal Machine Rebuild, the player characters must gather relics of an ancient extraplanar device rumored to be able to travel through time and space, then decide which of the many interested parties should gain its power. This adventure is ideal for an experienced DM looking for a creative and fun way to introduce new players to the many aspects of D&D. It's got plenty of fun dungeon crawling and exploration with a time travel twist, as well as investigation and role-playing elements to give new players a fully rounded experience. Like the Forged Dragon, it plays through in about a month, which gives players enough time to really sink their teeth into D&D. Journey to Barrel's Reach, published by Limitless Adventures. This adventure is good for fans of Lord of the Rings. The PDF costs $20 and the box set costs $35. It's modular, lasting anywhere from 1 to 5 sessions, and it's designed for a 6th-level party of 5 players. In Journey to Barrel's Reach, player characters escort a caravan to a faraway city and run into all sorts of trouble along the way. This is the most unique adventure on this list. Rather than being read and run by a single dungeon master, the plot is created by drawing cards, and everyone around the table takes a turn running part of the adventure. You can build a deck from cards with combat, puzzles, and role-play encounters to create the game you would most enjoy playing. Ghosts of Saltmarsh, published by Wizards of the Coast. This adventure is good for fans of Pirates of the Caribbean and Sea of Thieves. The D&D Beyond version costs $30, the hardcover book costs $50, and the bundle costs $60. It is expected to last 1 to 3 sessions per adventure and supports parties from 1st through 10th level. It includes the adventures and maps. Ghosts of Saltmarsh is a bundle of 7 distinct adventures, all set in and around the port city of Saltmarsh. This gives you options for a variety of party levels and play styles. Because the adventure takes place in the same region, multiple adventurers can also be playing back-to-back to build a modular campaign. They explore a variety of coastal and seafaring themes, from undead pirates to underwater war. The Wild Beyond the Witchlight, published by Wizards of the Coast. This campaign is good for fans of Spiderwick Chronicles or Uprooted. The D&D Beyond version costs $30, the hardcover book costs $50, and the bundle is $60. It is expected to last several months and takes characters from 1st through 10th level. It includes the adventure and maps. In The Wild Beyond the Witchlight, player characters enter the Feywild, a land of magic and fairies where notions like time and logic don't work the way you expect. It takes characters from level 1 to level 10, making it a great choice for players who know they're in it for the long haul. Though the campaign has several combat scenarios, it's designed so that not every encounter ends in a fight, rewarding clever players who get creative with their characters and abilities. We hope we've given you inspiration for your next adventure, whether you're a novice DM or simply preparing to run a game for first-time players. In no particular order, our top 8 recommendations for D&D campaigns for beginners are A Wild Sheep Chase, The Forged Dragon, Grammy's Country Apple Pie, Vecna, Nest of the Eldritch Eye, Infernal Machine Rebuild, Journey to Barrel's Reach, Ghosts of Saltmarsh, and The Wild Beyond the Witchlight. Maybe DMing's not right for you. In that case, that's totally fine. We also run weekly online D&D games for tweens and teens of all experience levels, giving them a chance to play fantastic adventures like these. Thanks so much for watching and happy playing.